Hey folks, Patrick from BreakAway Homestead here. I am inside my large greenhouse, obviously very sound. You can tell it's raining outside. So what better time to come inside and add a little something to our greenhouse. Today we're going to be adding this NFT system. Now NFT stands for Nutrient Film Technique. And it's one of several different ways you can use hydroponics, the types of hydroponic systems that are out there. So obviously I'm not going to have you sit through this and listen to loud noises. So what I'm going to do is go through this and talk you through it and how we built this NFT system. If you want, there's a link below. You can go to Amazon and build the system with us. After you see it set up, you might like that. So what I'm going to do is drop a beat. Turn it down just a little bit so you guys can hear the narration. So we got this NFT system from Amazon. It was about 90 bucks, and it was my birthday time around January, so I went ahead and purchased this with some birthday funds. And so what I'm doing is taking everything out of the boxes, the larger pieces out of the boxes, to get everything set up so where we can set this system up here. Getting a bad beat. Got the instructions there. And so we're going to build the top portion. We're going to build the 3 towers, or the 3 planting sets for the tower. And so to do that, first we're going to take a large piece and put it on a large tube, a large end piece. We're going to do that on the other side as well, after I look at the instructions here. And each row is going to have 4 large tubing sections. So let's put together those 4. Now I'm pulling out the smaller pieces, and there's 2 bags, one with angles, and these are the pieces that you use to put them together. The other ones are inserted into those angle pieces to make these levels in this NFT planting system. So what I'm doing is taking 2 angles and 2 small pieces, 2 small pipes, and 1 larger pipe. So the smaller pipe is 1 inch, and the larger pipe is, I believe, 3 inches. With the angles on them, it creates a gap that's 4 inches wide. And so you see I put those together, and I'm going to place that on the larger tube. And place two of these tubes together. Now for each section, the 3 sections, or the 3 large planting racks, you'll have 2 angles on one side and then 1 angle on the other. I'll put that together now. So we've completed the first section of the planting tubes. And that's what that looks like right there. I want that configuration. And we're going to make 3 of these. That's the first one. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. And we're going to go ahead and put those to the side and start building our rack. Now the rack is about as wide as it is tall, and it's going to be a 3-tier rack for those 3 tiers of planting tubes. You got to follow the instructions here carefully, because I had to redo it a couple times to configure it correctly to the picture. And again, you can see here 39 inches by 37 inches. That's about the size of a square. It goes up to about hip height, and it's about, yay, so I can't go beyond the screen, but It's pretty wide for what it is. I was very impressed with how tight the pipes were, and there were no leaks when we put water inside of it. But you can see there I'm using a brick from the floor to make sure that they are correctly tightened. Now these are loosely put together and they'll be tightened later, but we need to put together first before we decide to tighten up the joints. You can see how loose it is. So we level it out a little bit, put all 3 tiers up, and then we go from there. So very top left hand side, that's where the hose input's going to go. And that's secured into place. It's not going to go anywhere. Now we're moving from the top to the second tier, or the middle tier. You can see that they're loosely put together, and that's for good reason. We will tighten these up as soon as we get everything squared away. And we go with the brick, make sure everything is good. Alright, now we're taking the second or middle tier and going down to the bottom tier and connecting all 3 tiers together, so when the water flows through it, it goes from the top to the middle to the bottom. Alright, this is the exit valve, or where the water comes out into the bucket. Secure that in place. See, another piece fell apart there. We'll secure that. You can see it's very loose, and even in the back there it came apart again, but everything was secured and then tightened. So we've secured everything, we've tightened everything up. Now we're going to add the net pots. These are very important. Some NFT systems have just holes where they put the plants inside them, but because this is a manufactured product, it's actually better that they put net pots inside there. There is over 100 on this current system here. I think it's let's say 120, something like that. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm taking a small level and I'm taking the net pots and I make sure the net pots are squished down as far down as they can be so that they're level. And then we're going to take our level and put them in between the larger pipes and make sure they are level all the way across. You don't want them turned in a way to where your plants are going to be crooked, or they're going to grow crooked and grow straight up. I've leveled all 3 sections, and now I'm placing these with zip ties to make sure they're in place and they're evenly spread apart. With them evenly spread apart, you can see how the back, they're kind of squished up and how they pushed back. It gives more space for the plants to grow. Excuse me. So do that to all 3 tiers. We're going to hook up our hose to the top portion, or to the inlet of the NFT system. And it comes with a small pump, water pump. So we're going to hook that up. Always remember to hook your water pump up first and to place it in the water before you plug the pump in case there's any electrical issues. Never plug it in first and then put the electrical device in the water. It's supposed to be waterproof, but if it's not, it's from China. If it's not, it's going to save you from getting shocked in case that's a problem. So we went ahead and filled the water bucket up. This system took about 3.5 to 4 gallons, and it took a while, but you can see here how the water goes up and how the water flows between each tower when it goes all the way back down to the bucket. And here it is coming out of the bucket. You can see the water flowing from one top tier to the middle tier and how fast it's flowing through. So here I talk about how we just did the system and what we were doing. So for this video, we did the NFT system. The next one, we're going to talk about putting nutrients in your water and make sure it's just right. And so that's video number 2. And then after that, we're going to plant some lettuce and actually get this thing rolling so it'll be good to go. Check out the comments below if you want to get this from Amazon. So I just say, hey, remember, keep your eyes open, your ears to the ground, and your fingers on the pulse. Have a good one, guys. See you later.